It's a 60-inch long tank. So we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelf pieces and 2 pieces of Pukani. So the longest shelf is on this side here, far right. Could be flipped over to be on the left side if need be. There's another one in the middle. Coming off a Pukani back there. Smaller shelf that goes a little higher than the first one. The first one is about 8 inches high. The one in the middle is about 4 inches high. Then this one here, I would say, is about 10 inches or 11 inches high or tall. And then more to the left side, there's a top one here, shelf, that sits on a bigger one with a little second piece of Pukani. And then a smaller one at the far end there. Lots of room, you can see from the top view. Lots of room for placing SPS or any other coral needed. You could place a few more or a couple more if you like. Shelf on top of the Pukani if need be here, and a little bit here, or maybe just one that covers the whole rock if you need to cover it. The Pukani itself, you got lots of holes in there, lots of crevices for the fish to swim through, to hide, and lots of room for water movement and for SPS system. We're going to take that design apart. I would assume about 3 pounds of Fiji-crete should hold it all together. So let's take this one here. So this one is wedged between all 3 rocks. You can see with the leg on it. So there's the first shelf. Then we'll move on to this one here. I got a little piece of Pukani here that's holding it up. So it could be placed back more, or using Fiji-crete, you push it back if needed. So this one here is just sitting on this part here on the shelf below it, and then leaning against the Pukani. So taken out. And we'll take the little piece of Pukani that's holding it together. Next we could take the small one. This one here is just sitting on the Pukani below it. This one here, same thing, sitting on the Pukani and leaning a Pukani under it, and then leaning against the wedged here between the other Pukani. So this one is gone. And there's the Pukani by itself here. So I have it seated down. So it's a nice piece of Pukani. And we'll go on to this one. This one here, I have a Pukani under it. So you'll see how it's going to go down. There's the Pukani, and it goes down. So this one here is just simply to give it the height in the front. It's a nice one with a shelf, with a shell on it. So it's just simply leaning against the Pukani, and then the Pukani underneath it, and it's just leaning about 4 inches off the sand bed or the base. Then you put the Pukani here by itself, totally away from the shelf, and this is the last shelf. It's the biggest shelf in that setup, and then it's got 2 legs. Well, one leg is attached to it, which is this one here, and we put a couple pieces of Pukani to hold the height for the Pukani. So that's the first one that I placed into the for the aquascape.